direction where basically everybody is talking of India now being poised towards becoming the largest economies and leveraging the coastline that we have. So GIFT City has been one of the strategic movements in that direction, where now we have that ecosystem where we can set shop over there or take advantage of the commercial advantages that it has. But before going into that, it is also very essential for us to understand that apart from that, there are a lot of other developments legally which are happening, which sort of also push this in the same direction. Like uh, one of the representatives mentioned the India Middle East and the Europe corridor, which is there. That is one of the one of the major things that will sort of leverage this idea further. Going ahead, some of the other technical things, what you know in terms of statutes which are coming in, are very centric to this, are basically the Admiralty Act, which sort of overhauled the complete arrest and the recovery system which was there. I'm mentioning this specifically because what happens is when it comes to this whole maritime industry and the prospect of recoveries from ship owners, this seems to be somewhere neglected, because we've seen a dip and then also a bit of a surge in this area. But this will also this is something that is to be considered when it comes to arrests of ships, which will also sort of tie up with what today the idea of GIFT City and leveraging the entire coastline and the shipping industry, shipbuilding, when it comes to more business ecosystem that we are talking about, is going to happen. The other things that today in terms of statutes which are coming is the Merchant Shipping Bill 2020. This aims to overhaul the earlier Merchant Shipping Act to regulate compliances, rights of seafarers. These are few of the things which are coming up. The next is the Coastal Shipping Bill, which is basically to regulate the short sea shipping, which one of the representatives was also mentioning. So these are the few of the statutory, upcoming changes which are coming up, that will also enhance the, the power to recover or regulate the shipping industry. Then coming to the main topic of our discussion, which is the Gujarat International Finance Tech City. Today, there are several advantages of this which are known to everyone. I'll not delve into that too much. The main one being the idea of being a foreign jurisdiction under the FEMA, whereas dealing in foreign currency. These are one of the most lucrative things that what we understand people are looking at. Apart from that, the maritime cluster which is there today, it is going to give an ecosystem for to do business anywhere in the world from one location. This is obviously going to attract a lot of shipping logistic field businesses and so on and so forth. Plus that, sort of coupled and empowered with a ADR mechanism which is already going hand in hand with the cluster and the other advantages which are there. The arbitration centers which are being set up over there, that is also going to leverage the entire system together. That being said, in terms of businesses, this is a very broad overview of what setting up shop in GIFT City looks like. While this looks to be simple, and yes, it is simple, because today it has literally 5 steps: forming a company under the MCA, identifying a office space in the GIFT City, that coupled with obtaining a provisional letter of allotment, 2 simultaneous applications, one for SEZ application which later on leads to an approval, and a simultaneous application to the IFCA. Now, while this looks to be simple and is actually made simple, there are certain grievances that which we have heard in terms of timelines, which I'll come to in the critical analysis, where why does it, although by Indian standards it doesn't take that long, it's taking around a month and a half or two, but still we've heard grievances from people where it shouldn't even take that long given the structure. But hopefully, as everything gets streamlined, this will probably take a shorter time. These are the tax benefits which are, available in the gift city. There's an exemption of tax 10 years out of the first 15 years that the company operates, which can be selected by the company as to which 10 years they want to sort of avail the tax free benefits for. There's 0% stamp duty. GST on leasing a ship unit in the IFSC is also zero. So these are some of the tax benefits which are widely available, and this is also one of the most lucrative factors of coming to the gift city. Now, what generally, in terms of discussion, what comes is, apart from the tax benefits, what we have had feedback about is that why only 10, maybe something for the regulators to sort of ponder over. Why only 10 years or why 15 years out of that? It could be more, is what is something that the business, interested business entities are sort of looking at. These are further advantages of the gift city. Some of the logistically, what happens is, in terms of retaining workforce, is what we've heard to be the business owners grievance, in terms of how do we retain them, what kind of infrastructure do we provide. But I see that things are streamlining. I visited it recently and it looks to be that things are moving in the right direction. I have covered this in the terms that two things what business owners are generally looking at is more in terms of streamlining the time taken to set shop over there, the tax benefits which could be higher, and there has been some confusion in terms of reading regulations when it comes to ship owning versus ship leasing. Some clarifications or more detailed FAQs on this would probably help some of the business entities which are looking to set shop over there. This is the feedback that we've got from the market. We've clarified it to a few people, but this is something that could be probably looked at. So, thank you very much.